Hello and welcome to Wisdom from the Word. This is episode 116 entitled, Be Still. I did that for effect. There's nothing wrong with me. Well, there's something wrong with me, but just stopping for a minute and being still. The Bible talks about this idea of still. It talks about sitting still. In Ruth 3:18, Naomi told Ruth to sit still and wait for Boaz to act. The Bible talks about standing still. In Exodus 14:3, Moses told Israel to stand still and see God working. And of course, he opened the Red Sea. The still small voice. In 1 Kings 19:12, God spoke to Elijah in that way. I want to do an episode sometime in the future on God's voice, but that's another thing. Peace be still. Jesus said that and calmed the storm. Several verses in the Bible talk about that actual phrase, though, be still. Psalm 4:4 says, stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still, Selah. Isaiah 23:2 says, be still, ye inhabitants of the isle. Holiday season is clearly here, and we're rushing around. But if we really think about it, we're kind of doing that all the time. All right? We're rushing around and not taking time to be still. Of course, our main verse, you already know it probably, Psalm 46:10, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. If you look at the context of the psalm, I won't take the time to read it all, but it's wars, it's battles, it's storms, it's problems. And when he says be still, that's in the imperative, which means it's a command. Be, okay? And we teach in grammar class, I just taught it today, understood you when you have a command here. So he's telling you, he's telling me to be still. Now that word still in the Hebrew is rapha, which means, I love this definition, it's not just the idea of sitting quietly. It's cease striving, let go, sink down, relax your effort, calm the mind, put away anxiety, surrender. Evangelist Tim Thompson preached a message years back on this verse, and it stuck with me. He talked about holding these ropes and pulling them, and we just need to let go. We're not to be holding on. I'll be honest with you. That's difficult for me. I'm a fixer, a doer. I want to do this, try to help this out. Sometimes, and maybe a lot of times, I just need to be still. Cease striving. But it's not the only thing we're to do. It's be still, cease striving, and know. The Hebrew word there, yada, is a deep, experiential heart knowledge. Do I really know God? Or do I just know about him? You know, I know about Donald Trump, but I don't know him. I know about other famous people, but I don't know them. So do I have that deep, experiential heart knowledge, really knowing God? Then the word God there is the Hebrew Elohim. It's plural, which of course indicates Trinity, but it means the supreme authority, the strength as the creator. Genesis 1:1, in the beginning God, same word, created the heavens and the earth. Wow. So I need to be still, cease striving, and know experientially in my heart and my head, God, the creator of the world. And what do I need to know about him? I need to know that he is with me. If you look there in verse 1, it says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Verse 5, God is in the midst of her. Verse 7, the Lord of hosts is with us. You can look really to verse 11, the Lord of hosts, he is with me. I can know that by experience. Just because I can't see him, he's here. And also, not just is he here and present, he is in control. Look at verse 2. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake. I don't have to fear. God is in control. He's in the midst of it. He's not going to be moved. He will help us. He is strong, and I am not. He is omnipresent, and I am not. He is all-knowing, and I am not. I need to remember that. He is sovereign. He is in control, and I am not. He is perfect, and I am not. We see that in a lot of these verses here. In verse 8, come behold the works of the Lord. Verse 9, he maketh the wars to cease. He is our refuge. I cannot do everything. And I don't have to do everything. I can't. Let's be honest about it. I can't do everything. I need to be still. I need to cease striving. I cannot live the Christian life, but Christ can live it in and through me, as Galatians 2:20 says. The other day I was listening to an audio podcast from Revive Our Hearts, and she was teaching on Psalm 131. And it struck me, I got to add that in, even though I had already had my podcast episode typed out. I added it in. Psalm 131:2 says this: "Surely I have behaved and quieted myself as a child that is weaned of his mother. My soul is even as a weaned child." That word quieted there, it's the idea of the absence of emotional turmoil. Wow. Our emotions can be in turmoil, can't they? I speak for myself. The absence of emotional turmoil, the absence of churning and distress. So while I need to depend on God to help me be still, this verse says, I quieted myself. We have to make a choice to be still. We have to make a choice to cease striving. Now, we need to depend on God even to do that, but we have to say, I want this in my life. And then as the verse goes on, it says, I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. When I'm still and I know God, and live as though I know God, God's going to be exalted. And he's going to be exalted, but I want him to be exalted in my life by the things that I say and what I do. The heathen there is just the nations, the unbelievers, and all the earth. Are my words, attitudes, actions, and reactions exalting God? I like this as I was studying this. I need to be still, cease striving, and know God. And as I know God better, he's going to help me to be still. I love that. Be still and know him. As I know him, he'll help me to be still. He can calm the inner storm. He can calm the outer storm. Sometimes he does not. But he can calm that inner storm when I cease that striving. I love that. I need to apply that every day. Even the last couple of days, I was going through some things. There was some emotional turmoil. I kept quoting this verse, be still and know that I am God. Lord, help me to cease striving. I found an acrostic online with the word still. I like this. S, surrender. T, talk to God. I, identify who you are in Christ. L, look to Christ's example. And L, learn contentment. They fit very well. Be still and know that I am God. I think that's something all of us need. Sometimes more than at other times, but I think every time. I'm kind of a hyper personality, no comments, family. And so I need that. We need to have that stillness in our soul. I want to close by reading a song called Be Still and Know That I Am God. Be still and know that he is God. Be still and know that he is holy. You are his child. He'll be your refuge. Through the storm, be still. Be still and know that he is God. Be still and know he'll be your fortress. And when it's dark, he'll light your way. Through the night, be still. He is my hope. He is my rest. He is my strength and shield. Through him, I can be still. Be still and know that he is God. Be still and know that he is holy. You are his child. He'll be your refuge. Through the storm, be still. Through the night, be still. You are his child. Be still.